Welcome to Asian Star Trend. Our channel updates hot news about Asia's most popular stars. Please subscribe and comment to help us update better videos. A happy life after marriage, Yu Long and Yang Miemie's beautiful love story. After the quiet magic of that unforgettable proposal, Yu Long and Yang Miemie stepped into a new chapter not as two people bound by a ring, but as partners who had already weathered life's storms together. For them, marriage was never about a grand stage or a perfect picture. It was about the unseen moments, the hand held tightly when the lights go out, the unspoken comfort when the world outside turns loud. Every obstacle they met, career pressures, public scrutiny, long nights apart, became a test that forged trust like tempered steel. On the day they exchanged vows, there was no script, only the raw honesty of two people promising not to be flawless, but to be fearless in love. Friends say it wasn't the kiss or the flowers that made the ceremony unforgettable. It was the way they looked at each other, as if to say, "We made it here, and we'll make it through everything else." Since that day, their story has unfolded quietly, away from the spotlight. They've built a home filled with laughter, late-night arguments that always end in understanding, and a rhythm of ordinary days that somehow feel extraordinary. The beauty of Yu Long and Yang Miemie's journey is this: it reminds us that love isn't a destination. It's a daily choice, a brave act of staying when leaving might be easier. And for those who watch their story, there is an unspoken invitation. Maybe love, real love, isn't about perfection at all, but about two imperfect hearts daring to grow together. A happy life after marriage, Yu Long and Yang Miemie's beautiful love story. Their wedding day was never meant to be just a ceremony. It became a tapestry woven with shared dreams, whispered secrets, and a quiet promise to stand shoulder to shoulder no matter what storms might come. In front of their loved ones, Yu Long and Yang Miemie didn't merely say "I do." They vowed to grow, to evolve together, and to keep the fragile spark of love alive long after the music faded. And fade it did. The lights dimmed, the guests left, and the flowers wilted, but that was when the real story began. In the rhythm of daily life, their love did not settle, it deepened. They discovered magic in the ordinary, trying recipes that often failed but left them laughing on the kitchen floor, shifting furniture at midnight just to see if the room felt different, trading jokes that only they understood. These small rituals, unnoticed by the world, became the invisible thread that bound them closer. Their home turned into a place where laughter echoed like a second heartbeat. Tensions dissolved into playful teasing, and even silence felt like music. Friends say stepping into their home is like entering a space where joy hangs in the air. It's contagious, impossible to resist. What makes their story resonate is not perfection, but persistence. Their life together reminds us that real love is built, not found. It is a decision made again and again, to stay when leaving seems easy, to hold on when the world tests you. For anyone watching Yu Long and Yang Miemie, there's an unspoken question that lingers. Maybe the happiest love stories are the ones written in the quietest moments. Honeymoon of the heart, Yu Long and Yang Miemie begin their next chapter. For Yu Long and Yang Miemie, happiness has never been measured in grand gestures. It lives quietly in the smallest things, the kind of moments that slip by unnoticed unless you are truly paying attention. So, when it came to their honeymoon, it wasn't a lavish escape they were after, but a chance to step into a new rhythm of life together. They chose a seaside town far from the cameras, where mornings began with the hush of waves and the luxury of forgetting the rest of the world. By day, they wandered barefoot along hidden beaches, collecting seashells and stories. By night, they walked beneath the moonlight, their laughter blending with the sound of the tide. It was less a trip than a shared adventure, a chance to create a private universe where every glance and touch seemed to say, "I see you, I choose you," all over again. Even in the bliss of those days, their love kept evolving. Trying unfamiliar dishes, losing themselves in winding alleys, and holding hands in streets they didn't know, each moment became an opportunity to rediscover each other. There were no roles to play, no expectations to meet, just two people learning, with a kind of quiet awe, that love never stands still. What they found in those days was more than romance. Through open conversations and unguarded honesty, they learned the art of listening, of respecting each other's quirks, of allowing love to grow instead of simply expecting it to last. Theirs is a love that expands like the sea itself, patient, boundless, and full of laughter. The quiet power of little moments. Inside Yulong and Yang Miemie's post-wedding life. What makes Yulong and Yang Miemie's love so remarkable isn't a single grand gesture, it's the countless small moments that seem to etch themselves into memory. A spontaneous selfie on a gold-trimmed sofa, a playful glance as the sun melts into the horizon, a silent hug on a cold evening when words aren't enough. These fragments of time, stitched together, have become their love story to them. Photographs are never staged performances for the world. They are private time capsules, evidence of how they felt in that instant, safe, seen, and deeply understood. Looking back, it's never about a backdrop. It's about the feeling captured in the frame as the whirlwind of travels, celebrations, and public appearances fades. What remains is their favorite part, the evenings when life slows down. Side by side, they talk, not about fame, but about the things that matter most. Dreams whispered over cups of tea. Fears confessed in low voices. Big goals and quiet family plans drawn out like maps. With no rush to reach the destination, there is a steadiness to their bond that gives everything else meaning. Even when a new project looms large or a future plan feels daunting, their approach is simple: face it together. It's an unspoken pact. They remind each other that no matter the challenge, every road feels shorter, every burden lighter, with a partner walking beside you. Perhaps that's what keeps people watching them with such quiet fascination, the way they turn ordinary moments into something enduring, proof that love is less about perfection and more about presence, the growth of two, together. Why Yulong and Yang Miemie's love resonates. What sets Yulong and Yang Miemie apart is not a perfect storybook romance, but the way they grow, individually and together. In a world that often confuses love with ease, they have learned to see challenges not as cracks in the foundation, but as doorways to deeper understanding. Their marriage thrives on support. Each pursuit, whether personal or professional, is met with encouragement rather than competition. Achievements are celebrated as a shared victory, and setbacks are faced as a united front. Even in moments of misunderstanding, they refuse to let pride build walls between them. Instead, they really listen with an open heart, finding resolution not in winning an argument but in preserving the bond that matters more than being right. Perhaps that is why their story resonates so strongly, because it is real. It has texture. It bends without breaking. In an environment like this, love does more than survive, it flourishes. Theirs is a partnership that has become a quiet reference point for those searching for something genuine. Through their openness about both triumphs and struggles, Yulong and Yang Miemie remind us that the beauty of a marriage lies not in its gloss but in its grit, in the small, daily decisions to be patient, to respect, to choose kindness even when it's hard. Their journey suggests a simple but powerful truth, that authentic love isn't effortless. It's cultivated. And in the end, that effort makes it stronger. At the heart of Yulong and Yang Miemie's story lies a simple truth: happiness rarely comes from perfection or extravagance. It lives in the comfort of a familiar embrace, in the laughter that echoes through an ordinary evening, and in the strength to face life's obstacles side by side. Their life together stands as proof that the most extraordinary love stories are not scripted on grand stages. They are written quietly, through everyday moments lived with intention, moments that, when stitched together, form something enduring and rare. Thank you for following the journey of Yulong and Yang Miemie, a journey of partnership, growth, and a love that continues to inspire. If their story has touched you, share your thoughts, your hopes, or even your own story of love. Perhaps in doing so, you too will be reminded that the most beautiful marriages are built not in a single moment, but in a lifetime of choosing each other, again and again.